lovely Indian paintbrush. And I believe that's a currant bush. Here's a nice little cluster of wild irises. And these are called blue flags. You can see a real pretty little iris. Lovely. They like damp, kind of swampy terrain. A nice dense cluster of alders and willows, a few aspen. This is a North Fork of the Big Pine Creek. And that whooping we're hearing, I'm thinking it might be a grouse or sage hen. Here's a lovely ceanothus coming into bloom. See those thorns? But I like the smell, real fragrant. They like the sun slopes. And back into the willows. Big old Jeffries, smell like butterscotch or pineapple to some folks. Look at that, if you get your nose down in there, it's a good smell. Ooh, and look at the views. There's Big Pine Creek. Sierras down below and White's on the other side. And up that way is where the Palisade glaciers and stuff are in South Fork of the Big Pine Creek. My buddy Jim. This is how I usually get pictures of Jim. Here's some Jeffrey cones underneath that biggie I was just showing you. And part of how you can tell is, see at the end of the cones, those barbs go inward, so you can hold it in your palm and it won't prick you. But a ponderosa will prick you, and a Jeffrey won't. Beautiful. Happy little creek. I think that pipe used to take water to Glacier or Lodge. I think a glacier got it a few years back. Some lovely Indian paintbrush. This putting out the real light yellow flowers is mountain mahogany, kind of in its bush form. Look at this rock work, isn't that nice? Nice mountain steps. Woo! Winding granite staircase. More ceanothus mixed in there. See, I know this. Ceanothus. And our happy creek. Woo, glory. Lovely stonework. See how they got the keystone here at the bottom? And that's what you put in first, and you have that really secure, and then you start each row. And this is dry stonework, so there's no mortar, no cement. And the key is each stone you want to touch all the stones it's connected to. And so that's what secures it. And this will probably be here till the next ice age if all things equal. Then I'm your tax dollars going to good work. Nice little falls at Big Pine Creek. If you're ever wondering what tree testicles look like, this is it. And so this is where the pollen comes out of. And then that will pollinate other Jeffreys. And a few of the fortunate ones are able to have summer cabins up here along Big Pine Creek. Folks own the cabin, but it's Forest Service land, so they pay a nominal yearly lease fee to have these cabins. Lovely little cabin here right off the creek. Not a bad view for that guy. There's a few Jeffreys up here where their roots was eroded away, but it's really nice because it allows us to see a good example of inosculation. And that's just a fancy word for when trees grow together and become one. Look at how it's framing that nice little summer cabin. But those two trees, probably they were roots, grew together, and now they're connected. And it's called inosculation. Look how healthy and happy those Jeffreys are. Another nice little summer cabin on the creek.